I'll do this and welcome back, it's Yorkshire Blazeman here, and today I have another review for you, which is of the US M1 Converted Bayonet. Now, by the name Converted, you can obviously guess that this bayonet has been either shortened or has two different features, or two different components from two different bayonets, and that's the case with this one. Well, it's a bit of both. So, the US M1 Converted Bayonet is a cross between the US model 1905 bayonet, here, and then an M3 scabbard, which was being shortened to an M7 scabbard. So, before I get to taking it out and showing you guys the bayonet itself, let's just go over some information about this. So, this was used on the 30x6 06 caliber US M1 rifle, designed by John Grand, so the M1 Grand. Also used on the 30x60 model 1903 and model 1903 A3 rifles. So in 1942, the Cavalry Board recommended experimenting with a shorter bayonet, because the big model 1905 was just a bit too big. It was an excessive bayonet, similar to the size of the Lee Enfield SMLE bayonet, because in World War I you needed a big bayonet, but in World War II that was not the case. Sorry about the camera not there. That was not the case. So they cut down the model 1905 bayonets to 10 inches and designated this the model 1905 E1. So this is an experimental, the E meaning experimental 1, just to see if they liked it and just to see if that would work. So once sufficient stocks of a normal M1 bayonet were produced, the Ordnance Department began to recall model 1905 bayonets, so the main ones, for shortening, because they liked the experimental process and it worked quite well. These model 1905 bayonets were redesignated to the M1 bayonet, the same as well as produced with a 10-inch blade. So the model 1905s were shortened down to the 10-inch M1 size, and then they were known as the M1 Converted because it was using two different bayonets. The scabbard is a 16-inch, was a 16-inch, which is 40.6 centimeters, M3 scabbard. But however, that had to be shortened to accommodate the shortened bayonet, and it was shortened to the 10-inch, 25.4 centimeters M7 configuration. As you can see, we've got a nice olive green, well, I say olive green plastic handle. Has got some cracks in it. It's not in the best of conditions, but unfortunately, what can you do about that? You just got to get on with it, and I got this for free, so I'm not complaining, to be honest with you. But it's just a shame if you can see just there, running along the bayonet scabbard side, on the left hand side. So let's just unsheath the bayonet and let's go over some specs and stuff. So the bayonet itself is interesting. You can't just pull it out. There's a special lock to this, which I quite like. On the right hand side, so the opposite side to the muzzle ring, we have a push button here. As you can see, you push that button down and it releases the bayonet, as the bayonet locks into these clips here, like so. So that's locked in, so you've got to push down the button to release it. And also, if you push down the button, of course we release the bayonet itself if it's on the rifle. If you can see the little prong in there, pushing the button, it goes down. So, at first glance when I saw this bayonet, I was in an antique store. The guy wanted me to identify some bayonets for him. He pulled out this, I was like, this is a, he went, this is an M1 bayonet. I said, it's been, it's a converted one. And he's like, what do you mean? So, because you can clearly tell by the blade that it's been cut down, shortened and reground. He made a proposal with me. He was like, you had a massive box of bayonets. He was like, you identify all of them, I give you this for free. So I said, yeah, perfect deal, great, I'm okay with that. So, before I go into a bit of information about the bayonet itself, I'm just going to go over some specs. So, well, this particular bayonet. So, the blade length is 9.875 inches, so 25 centimeters, around about there. The overall length is 14.375 inches, so about 36.5 centimetres, and the muzzle ring diameter, I don't just chipping my paint on my bloody ledge, is 0.620 inches or 1.57 centimetres. So we have got quite a big blade. So as you can see, they had to reground the fuller, shorten that down due to the fact that they shortened the entire bayonet. We've got a plastic black grips, stainless steel pommel, stainless steel cross guard that's secured by 2 pins, if you can see on there. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, this is just using World War II. As we've seen a lot of wear, judging by the condition of it all, and the marks on the blade. If we look on the left hand side of the muzzle ring, we have RIA, a logo, then 1907. Don't know if you can see that. But I attempt to zoom it in. If you know my channel, you know my camera quality for its zooming is absolutely abysmal. I'll have to bring this up. So what I'll do is I'll just take a photo of it and I'll just put it on the screen. So you should see a photo of that right now. So yeah. So the RIA stands for the Rock Island Armory. 1907 stands for when this was produced, because this model 1905 was produced from 1905 onwards until the end of the war, I believe. I don't know if I've got that right, I'm not sure. On the opposite side we have US, then the serial number 103364. Also, it's very hard to see, and I won't bother showing you because I'll have to take a photo. There's a U, an F, and a H. It's slightly, you can barely see the U. You can see the U just about. You can barely see the F and the H. So I'll have to take a photo of that and put it on the screen to show you. What that means is that that company is called the Union Fork and Hoe Company of Columbus, Ohio. That was the company who shortened these bayonets. I believe that was the only company that did do that. And this is quite a rare one. You don't really find many Rock Island Armory ones, to be honest with you, I don't think. So it's quite a good find to get for free. So that's just about the bayonet. They did come... Oh, sorry about the camera off again. You can find them with a spear tip like this, or a beak tip. I believe this is the beak tip. No, this is the spear tip. Or the beak tip, so when it comes down like that. So here we have the scabbard. On the front we have the US like in a circle and with a flame. I don't know what that logo is. There's nothing around the scabbard and nothing along the front of the scabbard itself. On the back, however, it's quite interesting. I don't know if you can make that out. In marker pen, it's 1, 2, 3, like a black pen, and something else. I don't know if that's someone's name. I'd like to think that's someone's name. If anyone knows how I can be able to see that, please do let me know. And there seems to be like some marker pen writing in there. And I don't know if that looks like a 1. That looks like a 0 in like a white colour. I'm not sure if that's what it is. But if anyone knows how they can, if anyone knows how I can try and clearly see this, that'd be great. I want to find out. Then we have a drainage hole in there. So yeah, that's just been a quick video of my M1 converted US World War II M1 Grand Bayonet. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, a big thumbs up. You can watch stream and that, subscribe to my channel because it really helped me grow. I've been your one and only host for Yorkshire Blazeman, and I shall see you next time.